Okay, good morning. It's 11:58. So good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Hairymuppet. Welcome back to our calculator series. We have created a infinite digit addition machine. Well, this one it's like a 16-bit addition machine. So two numbers each with 16 bits will get added and they will get the response here. So in terms of base 10, we're sending 62,995 over on the right-hand side, 7,349 on the left-hand side, and we're getting 70,344 as a result, which do add up. And this is the binary representation of 70,344. And these are the shapes that represent that binary thing. So yeah, that's all pretty sweet. Now, here's what we are thinking of doing. Subtraction, basically. We're thinking about doing subtraction now. I've had to do a lot of thinking about subtraction because what can happen with subtraction is, let's take a very simple example. I already did the example of 7 minus 1, but what happens if you do 256 minus 1? So 256 is 1 followed by 7 zeros. And 256 minus 1 is 255, which is 7 ones in a row. So you could theoretically have a single one multiply into an infinite, a number of ones. It's just crazy. So we have to get a secondary source of little bits, little squares pumped in from somewhere. So realistically, it'd probably be down here somewhere. But having said that, I have made the decision that the subtraction logic, we're going to have it still block by block, but it's going to be a 3 by 3 because this was a bit too painful to put together. And yeah, it's a little bit too painful. I'm actually going to take off my jacket. My heater's finally kicking in and it's starting to get a little bit hot in my house. So there we go. There we go. That's a bit better. So today we're not actually going to be, my bloody chair is extremely squeaky. I've got to get that sorted out. So today it's going to be mainly about the logic. So we're going to get the circuits set up. We're going to get the two inputs set up when the circuits along with those. And we're going to figure out this whole carry situation. So we got a negative carry. Now, what I'm probably going to do is, since we know we have to have belts coming in with the shape, what I might do is I might just send these inputs directly into the garbage and then produce the shape up here directly out of the shapes that come in, which might be a little bit simpler because I don't want to reuse these and then reuse this as well, because that is just going to be, yeah, we got some little bit of backfill, but then all of these are backfilled as well, so that's fine. And yeah, it's only spitting out two things at the moment. So yeah, I think that'll be a pretty good idea. So what we're going to do is, this is the result. Now, we're just going to have signals doing the carries, the negative carries. We're not going to have actual belts doing the carries and the negative carries. And so the output is going to be like this. Send it up 2 just to be safe. And then we're going to have an input belt like this. And that'll be our shape repository, which we actually use to build the things out of. Yeah. So let's have a bit of a look at the circuit logic. We've got to get this negative carry thing figured out. Which I still do want to start from the bottom, from the lowest digit, and then go up. And we can still do some logic. Now let me just think which one of these is which. Because one of them is plus and one of them is minus. Well, this one's plus because this is the one that we've actually done the most of so far. And then this one is minus. So what did we say? So this minus this is this. That's the result. And then this is the negative carry, which we send back up to the next one to say, hey, you know, I need to steal a digit from you. Now, here is the negative carry from the previous bit, the bit further down. So let's work out this. So first of all, this is the final result digit. So that doesn't stay the same. That stays the same if there's no negative carry coming over. And then this is the negative carry that goes all the way up. So that stays the same. Yeah. So now let's have a look. So 0 minus 0. So in this case, we have that and that. So it comes out to, so 0 minus 0 is kind of like, it's kind of like 200 minus 101, if you think about it. Yeah, I'm not sure how to do that in binary. I could probably do it in binary, but it gets a little bit confusing. Yeah, it's like 200 minus 101. So you've got the negative carry from the 0 minus 1, and then this is 0 minus 0. So you just pass the carry directly on, but you are outputting a bit. And in that case, you're outputting 100, and you're outputting a 9 there. Now, obviously with binary, it's just zeros and ones. So, yeah, that is fine. That is absolutely fine. So, sorry, I keep getting distracted by people sending me messages, and I got to get a move on because I got a meeting for work in like a certain amount of time. So I definitely do not want to miss that meeting. Okay. So negative carry for 0 minus 0 is 1 and then 1. Now for 0 minus 1 is 1 and then there's a negative carry. If there's a negative carry already, then we just steal that one. So there's still a negative carry, but there's no longer a thing here because we just stole it. So basically we're just taking whatever this is and stealing a bit. Yeah. Now this one, 1 minus 0, it just ends up as 1. So we just steal that one, and there's just 0 across the board, and there's no negative carry to the next number. And then 1 minus 1 is kind of the same thing as the first one. It just ends up like this. Yeah, because these two cancel each other out. So yeah, it's exactly the same thing as if this was a 0 back there. So now we've got to figure out how we get these signals, how we get these ones. And I can't remember what this column was, but I feel like this column was important. Okay, so this one, we'll say this one looks like an exclusive OR again. Definitely this is an exclusive OR to get this result. And then from here to here, it's an exclusive OR with this carry. Exclusive OR to get this result, exclusive OR to get this carry. That's exactly the same logic we have for an addition. It's exactly the same logic. I mean, if you have a look, yeah, exclusive OR gets the result, exclusively OR it with the carry from the previous one down. Yeah, that's it. That's exactly the same logic. For the number, obviously the carry is going to be a little bit more interesting. So how is this calculated? So if we get rid of that, we're kind of looking, no, we get rid of these two. We're kind of looking at these three and try and figure out a way to get this out of these three. Which, I'm going to delete those for a sec. And it's all about patterns. It's all about patterns in here. This carry is just, how did we do this carry? So here's where it gets interesting, because we can't just, we can use straight gates for these ones, but it's a little bit hard to use straight gates anymore because one number is treated differently from the other number. So you can't just, like, for example, to get this one, you can't just say we're going to XOR or we're going to AND or something like that, because this one is different to this one. Here's an interesting experiment. So we're going to make this the NOT of this one. So we're just going to reverse this one. I'm gonna set up another row actually. Cool. So we're gonna remove that. We're gonna set up another row because I don't want to lose these. Okay. So we get rid of this. So this is the NOT of the second number that we're sending it over. We're gonna get rid of this because we don't care what it is. We get rid of this because we don't care what it is. Well, we want that one though. Okay, so the first number minus the second number, but this number has been reversed. This is the carry of these two. This is the prior carry, and then this is the total carry that we want to, total negative carry that we want to send on. So there's a pattern here. I'm not sure if it's a false pattern, but these are NANDing, so only if they're both false. Do we have a NAND gate? I mean, a NAND gate is just a not AND, so we can faff that out easily enough. So basically we take a number, we AND them together. No, a NAND is a NOR actually, it's a NOR. So we, not the number we're subtracting, we OR them, and then we do a NOT of that. And that gives us this carry, this negative carry, which goes up to the next one. And then we got to add, put those together and get this, which I don't know how to do. I really don't know how to do it. I guess it's not quite as simple as I thought. I mean, even if we knotted this, it still doesn't quite work because this doesn't line up with this. And that is, let me just check my math here. So how did we arrive at this negative carry? Okay, get rid of you. Don't need you over there. Let me just check my math. So 1 minus 1 equals 0. Negative carry is 1. One minus 1 is 0. But the negative carry adds onto it. So we already got this. So then this one changes it. This one flips it over. I should be checking the math, shouldn't I? So 1 minus 1 equals 0. Yeah. So that is correct. 1 minus 0 gets that. No, 1 minus 0 gets that. And then that one cancels it out. 0 minus 1 creates a negative carry and another negative carry. So we're kind of adding these to get this. Yeah. So I mean, this kind of does work. I just haven't figured out a logic operation to actually make it happen yet. Okay. So these two negative carries go on. One negative carry also goes on, but only if there's a digit there. Okay, I'm starting to see a pattern here, and the pattern is very interesting. So these have 2, which results in 1. This one only has 1, which doesn't. These have 2, these have 2, these have 2, which all result in a here. This just has 1. Okay. So we're going to pull this one back in, and we know how to create this one. Because remember, this is just XORing the this carry over here, this negative carry from the previous shape. So yeah, if there are 2 or more in these 3 columns, well, there's never going to be 3. There's never going to be 3 here because we've done the logic table and there isn't 3. So, I mean, yeah, because if you've got 2 here, it cancels this one out here. So you can never have 3. It's physically impossible to have 3. Okay. How do we do this from a logic point of view? Okay, here's how we do it. We do an AND of these 2, we do an AND of these 2, and then we do an AND of these 2. And then we send all 3 of those signals into a couple of ORs. And if any one of them comes out correct, then we send that to there. Okay, all right. So that is all of the logic that we need. So yeah, that's how we do that one. So this is an input. This one we already know. This one we already know. That's the complicated one. How did we do this one again? Oh, that's right. We negated. We did a not of the first signal. We did a not of the first signal. And then we just do a NOR. Okay. Okay. So yeah, this episode we're going to be trying to do the logic. Just the logic. Nothing to do with belts or anything like that. Whoa. Okay, you go all the way over to there. We've got a lot more room. So we should be right here. Let's just trash that. Let's just trash that. And let's get some sample signals in there. I'd love it if there was another square depot somewhere here, because we're not tapping this one out, but we're certainly tapping it out a little bit. Okay, so this one is going to be 1. Go away, which is this guy right here. And then you are going to be, let's make it 6. Which is there and there. So six over on the left-hand side, 1 over on the right-hand side. Okay. Which will produce 5. Yeah. Yeah, 6 minus 1 will produce 5. And that should give us a nice test of our logic going forward. Those belts are quite long. And this one isn't even hooked up. That's all right. We're sending them across. We are sending them across. They will get there eventually. Okay. Let's get down these gates before I start absolutely losing my mind about what we're doing. Okay. And we're definitely going to have them nice and spaced out. We should have, oh, I mean, we've got plenty of room here. We've got absolutely plenty of room. So let's start off getting rid of all of these. Let's actually, maybe we'll just do it from scratch. And what I'll actually do is I'll get rid of those as well. Okay, So signal number one, signal number one. Okay. So let's go through what we need to produce step by step. Oh, we better get the carry signal over here as well, which we're just going to have be 0, but we can change that to a 1 if we decide to hook it up. Okay, so the output number. The output number is just XOR of these two, and then an XOR of the carry. So let's go ahead and do that first off. XOR of these two, and then an XOR of the carry. So that is our number, which right now we will just, actually we do need to use it for other things, don't we? So we just put a 0 there, but we do need to peel it off. Now the immediate carry, we not the first number, the number we're minusing, which is the number on the right. It's always going to be the number on the right. So we not that, and then we OR and not it again. So the number on the right. I'm going to try and make it not spread out too much. Actually, do it like that. And then we have an OR and a NOT. And that is our immediate carry, immediate negative carry onto the next one. And then we take 3 different things. So we take the result, the immediate carry, and the passed in carry. And we're going to AND all of them in pairs. So that's the immediate result. And that is the so you go over like that to produce one of them. And these guys, we can just OR them straight away. And then we'll have another OR down here somewhere for their last AND, which we can put right here. Because that's the immediate result. That's the immediate carry. So then we just need this is the over carry. And so we will jump this one up here and then send that over to there. Well, that was not right. I don't really like using the second layer already. So you know what? I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to use the second layer. We're going to use this guy. So if we OR, if either of those, then this is the new carry. So it just goes up to the north there. And we'll put a display on it. So that's one module. We don't actually need to output that anywhere. It just goes into these two ands. I mean, yeah, that's all we need. We don't need that for anything else. Where are our shapes? Oh, of course, I've got them on the wrong belt. This one's on the right belt. Okay, so we got 0 minus 1 gives us a negative carry. 0 minus 1. No, that's the knotted. Okay. 0 minus 1. Oh, we should end up with a 1 here as well. Are we seeing a 1? We are seeing a 1. Okay. So we got a 1 here, and we got a negative carry. All right, beautiful. Let's copy this a few more times. Let's just get rid of that. So that is our logic. Okay. And I guess I'll put these up to the second level again, just to make it easier. Get it all at the second level. I gotta make sure I don't... What is going on here? That's not right. You should not be up there. You should be down here. Okay. Okay, we got a bit of a problem, but that's because we're not doing the negative carries yet. So you go up like that, and then back down. You go up like that, and then you go out the window. Okay. 101. 0101. That is 5. That is the correct result. And we have, we've got a negative carry over here, but I mean, really, we don't actually need to be highlighting these. We don't care what that number is. I mean, we care what the final number is, right? We only care about what the final number is. Okay. These belts are taking a while. They're taking quite a while. Okay. Here's what we need to do. We actually need to cut that off. Cut that off. We need to send that over to here. Send that belt up there. Don't need those ones yet. Okay. 6 minus 1. I'm actually going to change this a little bit. So this is 2 minus 12. 2 minus 12. We're going to see what that pops up with. Something is beeping. Something, there should be nothing beeping in my house, but something is beeping. Who knows what it is. So anyway, it's 2 minus 12. Should be 6. 6 and a carry, I think. I think that's what it should be. 6 and a carry. Yeah, because if you add 16 to 2, you get 18, and 18 minus 12 is 6. And then it's got the carry to steal the extra thing up the top. So we got that. And it's 6. That is 6. You know what? This, well, it didn't, it still took quite a while, but Yeah. That was quite heavy. So if I just paste this, oh, if I just paste this down, what happens? Ah, so it's looking for a carry, but it can't find it because it thinks these are just zeros. So it's just going to keep, it's going to set them all to ones, and then it's going to send the carry over because I think it's like some really crazy number. So if we do this, no, that's the right. So this is the right hand side. What's going to happen here if we send it down the right hand side? It's still going to negative carry, but it just reduces it by 2. So it's just saying, oh, I guess I'm even less than I thought. Now if we send that up there, suddenly we no longer have this negative carry, and this is going to go down by a lot. Yeah, so no negative carry going off, and now it's just 1. So it's gone from 1, 0 to just 1, so it's stolen that number. And of course it's flickering because our throughput isn't high enough, but we have proven that the system works. Okay, let's do a bit more complicated number. I'm just going to do random, actually. I'm going to do random, and then you like that, and then you, I'm going to put a smaller one on this, and then like that. Not sure what that is equal to. That looks like 10. That looks like 11. Okay, so that's not going to really break the bank too much. What belt did I send these into? Probably sent them into the wrong belt. It's a bit hard. That one's correct. This one's not correct. Okay, from now on, you're just all going into the right-hand belt. Okay, you're all going into the right-hand belt. And I'm gonna, well, I suppose I have to, I don't know, I just like clearing belts. Okay. You know what? There. Job solved. Now we can just put them into whatever belt we want, and it just doesn't matter. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So yeah, this should be 1. This should just be 0, 1 down the end. No negative carry, no anything. Okay, so we got one number that's being processed, 9, and it was doing something weird, and then we got the other number, 1, 0, 0, 0, no carry up the top. Okay. Let's reduce this a little bit. So if we do that, now it's 8. No, so that was, what number are we doing now? That was 10, wasn't it? Why do I keep saying it's 9? That was 10. This is, now we're putting 9 in. Because yeah, this was, what was this? That was 11. So we're doing 11 minus 10, and we got 1. And now we're doing 11 minus 9, and we should get 2. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. 1, 0. Please stop flickering as much. Okay, that's actually quite simple. Well, I mean, the circuit logic is a bit bigger, and I still would not like to fit it into a 2x2. Squeeze it in there, because I don't think we have room. I just don't think we have room, so yeah, not going to worry about doing that. Somebody's messaging me. Oh. Okay. Well, we're going to ignore that message because that one's a very complicated message. But yeah, we can see here, 9, take it away from, this is not 12, is it? This is 11. 11 minus 9 equals 2. If we change this, what are we going to change this to? Let's just go whole hog. Let's just do 15. 15 minus whatever this is. 15 minus 5. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Why have we got so much extra belt here? We do not need that much extra belt. So that should just be the, well, yeah, it should just be 10, really. It should just be 10. 1, 0, 1, 0. Once it goes through, once it stops flicking, there we go. 1, 0, 1, 0. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And no carries at all. We didn't need any carries in that thing. Let's do something funky. I'm just experimenting with this because I don't think. So you go like that. So you are that one. So we want the complete opposite shape. So we now we got 9 minus 5. We got 10 minus 5, which should be 5. So yeah, so that's 10 minus 5, which should be 5. So it should come out with exactly the same shape, which is kind of interesting. So you put the opposite aligned shape minus the opposite aligned shape, and it comes out with the same thing. Yeah, that's very interesting. And if you do 9 minus 6, you get 3, and 9 is the top 2, and 6 is the bottom 2, and 3 is the side. And 12 is the left. So you've got, if you think about it, 3, 6, 9, 12 is just rotating a half shape. Just rotating a half shape around. That is extremely interesting stuff. Okay, so it should be 5. 0, 1, 0, 1. Okay, beautiful. So we've got that now. We've got the 4 signals. All we need to do is take through this belt, whatever this is. I'm going to just keep chucking this in the bin. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to delete these guys and move you down like that. And then this one goes like that. And we're going to make a bit of room for all of the belt stuff, because we're going to have, what are we going to have? We're going to have a belt coming in here with a full square, and then this will be our output belt. I think so, yeah. And this one will probably be a tunnel or something like that to let this one keep going through. Yeah. Now the question is, do we have enough room up the top here to make that work? We can save a few cells here, actually. We can definitely save a few cells. So we can put these all the way back. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to delete all of these. We'll make some room now. Okay. Could we squish them down any further? Probably. You guys don't need to be there. Okay. We could probably do it one more, actually. Yeah. Cut that. One more. Okay. And then that gives us plenty of space to do whatever we want up the top here. I don't really want to have to cramp these anymore. We could cramp them another few spaces, but I'm going to try not to do that. So you go over like this, and then you, no, screw that. Ah, I've done these in the wrong order, haven't I? So let's have a look. I suppose we could, so let's just send you down like that. And then you go, yeah, and then you have to sort of cross over. I'm not sure how I was supposed to do this. Send it up to the third level. Let's not send it, we don't need to send it up to the third level. We're kind of manking it a little bit. Yeah, see, that would be nice if it automatically put a cross over there. Whoa. Just automatically put a cross. And we need another cross there and another cross there. Okay. Well, that does the job anyway. 101. Yeah, we still got the same thing going. Maybe since we're doing crossovers, we can just send them directly over. Let's just do that instead of this weird mess going down the bottom. Okay. Let's just send that one like that. No, I can't do that. So we'll pull it back one and then we'll send it over. So we're not blocking that. And then wire bridge, wire bridge, wire bridge, wire bridge, wire bridge, wire bridge. Okay. Kind of a little bit dodgy, but at least it kind of looks nice. Nice-ish. Yeah, probably would have been, if these were up a little bit higher, we could have just sent them across like that, but I didn't want to put wires on top of the logic signals. I just didn't want to. So yeah, we'll do it like that. What are we at? We're 48 minutes. I think I'll probably just head it off a little bit early. We don't need an hour-long video, and I've got to do some things before my meeting at work. So yeah, but we've done all the logic. We've squished the logic down a little bit. We can squish it down a bit more if we have to, but then it's going to, we could put these on 3 levels if we want and probably squish it down to here, but we're not going to need to, I think. So next episode, it'll be a belt comes in here with a full square. We send it down and we just need to produce this shape. That's all we need to do. We don't need to do anything fancy. We just need to produce this shape and send it back up. And I don't care about the throughput of this one. Now, the interesting thing is with this message, yeah, with this message, why do I keep saying message? I've got work on the brain. With this input belt, it's going to have one full thing. So let's say we're producing like subtracting like a 4-digit number. This, well, I mean, we only need one belt. So this can have 4 full belts on here, and that'll be enough for this one, for these 4. But then if we do another one, we're probably going to need like a different layer or something. Yeah. But what we can do is we can just do that. Send it out. And then this one will just take one layer, take one level, and that's it. Or we can take all 4 levels and then we'll only ever be using one, so the throughput will just be slow. So it'll be fine across all 4 of these. We'll never tap the full throughput. What we can do is we can just, I would say we can cut, but what we shouldn't be doing this sort of cutting. We shouldn't be destroying, we should just be doing this. So then, yeah. Basically, splitting them equally into 4 cutters. And then, where's my rotator? Obviously, we've got throughput concerns here, but yeah, that's the kind of thing we'll do. We'll split one belt up into quarters, and then we'll just rearrange it however we need to, based on these signals. And if some of the, if some of the quarters don't get used, then we're going to end up deadlocking. So what we'll do is we'll convert one belt into 4 belts of quarters. We'll rotate all those quarters to be up the top right. We'll merge them together into 4 belts. And then, yeah, then we'll sort of take all of those 4 belts equally later on. So we need something like this, where this is basically like a 9 to 5 merger. It's not a correct 9 to 5 merger. It's not an equal one, but, or maybe it is kind of equal. No, it's not. It's not. Like this one's going in here will be used like 10 times as much as these ones coming in over here because of the way their mergers work. So it's definitely not an equal merger, but it is a merger and it will work as a merger. So we'll just do something like that to take the 4 belts out of there, merge them into 4, to mix them around so they get equal priority, and then we just send it all out. We could also do some destroying, but that's not great for our throughput because we do want this one belt to be able to sort out 4 of these guys. So anyway, we've done the logic. Now we just need to do the belt work. So thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you guys later.